What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with some more fantasy football content, bringing you that mock draft Monday, a little later than normal. Had a bunch of people in my house, but they are out. And we are going to be doing this draft from the 101 typical league format: one QB, two receivers, two running backs, and one tight end, and a flex. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Any questions or comments, I'll respond to, as always, in the comment section down below. So, first pick overall, pretty easy for me. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. We saw what he was able to do in his last healthy season in 2019. Absolutely dominated. Missed some games in 2020, but we saw how good he was even in a limited time. And we saw continued heavy usage in those games. So I am full steam ahead with Christian McCaffrey with the 101. And now looking at who is taken. It went Saquon Barkley after that, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Jonathan Taylor, Ezekiel Elliott, Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, Joe Mixon, Cam Akers, A.J. Brown, Austin Eckler, Patrick Mahomes, Antonio Gibson, DK Metcalf, and George Kittle. Which brings us to this point. So the best receiver we have on the board, we got Justin Jefferson, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen. I'd probably take Keenan Allen of that group. And then for running backs, we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Najee Harris. This pick's pretty easy for me. I'm going to take Clyde here. I think he is an absolute league winner this year. I'm going to take him, lock in Christian McCaffrey and Clyde Edwards-Helaire as my two running backs. And then I am going to take, basically here I'm between, let's see, Darren Waller's still available. He's very tempting as well. But I'm between Najee Harris and Keenan Allen here. I think I'm going to take Keenan Allen. I think he's just so safe this year. I'm really excited about Keenan Allen as a player. I think he's just going to get such a big target load. He's going to be dynamic for fantasy. Going to be consistent every week because of his half-point PPR. He's going to get a ton of receptions. And I think the touchdowns are actually going to be there with Justin Herbert more than they have been in years past, which I think can unlock a new ceiling for him, as well as with this increased target volume that he's seeing. Okay, so looking at the running backs that are available now, a lot of the good ones have gone. I'm glad I got two studs when I did. So looking at the players still available, I like Cooper Kupp. T.J. Hawkinson and Mark Andrews are still both out there. A little early for them. For me, Kyler Murray's out there. That's interesting here in the fourth round. But I'm not going to take him this early. I think I'm going to take... I'm between Cooper Kupp and... probably Kareem Hunt here. I think I'm going to take Cooper Kupp. I think he's just going to be really good this year. I think he's going to lock in has a ton of touchdown potential, and then I'll have the back-to-back picks so we can get them both. Not used to drafting that 101, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's take Kareem Hunt here and put him in my flex. I feel like he's a guy, he's just so good when he gets the ball in his hands, and he's going to enough that he's going to be fine for fantasy. Even on limited touches, he's just a great player. And they have a great offensive line there in Cleveland. Okay, so looking at players still available, we got some good quarterbacks left. Courtland Sutton's still out there. Melvin Gordon, not too crazy about him. I'll take Courtland Sutton here. Think he could have a big year this year. Think he has tons of potential to absolutely blow up. So I'll take him. And then I like these quarterbacks here, Russ or Justin Herbert, but I think I would take them. Only if they were got a whole round back to me. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm tempted to take Damian Harris here. I think he could be the focal point of the New England Patriots running game. Robby Anderson, I do think he's going to have a good year as well. Let's take Robby Anderson. Go a little wide receiver heavy. I normally go more running back heavy. But let's take him and let's really fill out that wide receiving core, and we'll see how the team turns out. See if any of those quarterbacks can make it back to us as well. Okay, so none of them did, so I'm probably going to continue to wait. Best tight end available right now is Noah Fant. I think Noah Fant could be a little bit of a post-high sleeper. We saw Drew Lock throw the ball to him a lot, and he missed some games, and Drew Lock missed some games, but I think there could be something there potentially. Still, I'm going to take Michael Carter here. I think he's an absolute steal in the 8th round. He'll be my first pick here. Get a stud running back that can fill in. I feel like I got 4 good running backs, 4 good receivers. I love starting a team like that. If this was a real draft that I'm doing in a league for money or something like that. Laviska Shenault is still out there. I think he is another interesting guy. The only thing I think about, I also like Mike Williams. He's attached to a better quarterback, in my opinion, than Justin Herbert. With the rookie, I'm trying to think of Trevor Lawrence being a rookie this year. So I think I'll take. You know what? I'll see if Mike Williams can get back to us one more round. I'm going to take A.J. Dillon here. I think he's going to have a somewhat prominent role in this Green Bay backfield. And I think that if Aaron Jones is to miss some games, I think he's going to be a stick-and-play RB1 in that spot. So I'm going to take him there and see who comes back to us. Probably a lot of those receivers are going to be gone. Mike Williams actually made it back to us, so that's an easy first pick. We'll take him there. And then I think I am going to take a quarterback here. I love to get a quarterback that has both rushing potential and passing potential, obviously. But if you really in 2021 playing fantasy football, you want a quarterback that can contribute something with their legs, and Ryan Tannehill can do just that, as well as having Julio Jones add to a passing attack that already had A.J. Brown. 2 dynamic receivers there for him to throw the ball to, and he's got his own legs that can generate points. People are going to be focusing on Derrick Henry a lot in the running game. He's going to be able to sneak out in some runs, be able to open up some deep passes to both Julio and A.J. Green. I just really like him in fantasy. I feel like he was given a major upgrade talent-wise around him. So that's why I took him there. And then these next 2 picks, I'm going to take Tyler Higbee. I think he is a post-type sleeper as well, given that Gerald Everett left that offense. And now Matthew Stafford's joining it. I think there's a bunch of potential for improvement. Not saying he's going to be for sure good, but you're drafting tight ends this late. You got to be looking for something, some reason to be optimistic. And I'll take Mecole Hardman. I've been taking him in a ton of mock drafts this year because I think he's a guy who has a real good chance to be that number 2 receiver in Kansas City, which could be very, very good for fantasy. With Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball. Okay, looking at who is left. Going to take some sleepers here. Let's see. I will take Chuba Hubbard here just because I took Christian McCaffrey, and I think if he does go down, we saw what Mike Davis did last year. I think that's a worthwhile pick. And then for my last pick, I think I'll take Parris Campbell and take a shot on him being viable in that Colts offense. I think I'll be able to know very quickly whether he will be or not. So that concludes our draft. We'll take a look at the team in 1 second here. So at QB, we've got Ryan Tannehill, Christian McCaffrey, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, Kareem Hunt in that flex spot. And then on our bench, we have Courtland Sutton, Robby Anderson, Michael Carter, A.J. Dillon, Mike Williams, Mecole Hardman, Chuba Hubbard, and Parris Campbell. That's a mean team. I love the way how even it is across the board, be able to stack talent at multiple positions. I feel like everyone in my starting lineup, too, can generate points. Weakest point is probably Tyler Higbee, but a lot of people's weakest point is going to be tight end in the 12-team league. If you guys made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stick around. More videos coming your way. Going to be doing a video about if you draft an early QB like Patrick Mahomes, what your team's going to look like, coming very soon to you. So yeah, check that out, and watch other videos on the channel, please. So this is Fantasy Joe signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching.